Hi everybody! So today I'm going to be teaching the basics of ukulele, and we're going to go over the song I'm Yours by Jason Mraz, which is a popular little tune that came out a few years ago that most people should recognize and know. Once we play through it, you should be able to pick it up, but we'll talk more about that later. First I want to go over the basics of ukulele. So if you hold your instrument up like this, we're just going to talk about the parts of it. So this main part right here, the long part on the ukulele, is called the neck, all right? And on the neck are frets, so you can see the little rectangular shapes that are divided by the little bars in the middle. On the neck, these are considered frets. So this is fret 1, fret 2, fret 3, fret 4, and it continues all the way down, all right? So fret 1 is the first one. So that'll be useful for later when we kind of go over fingerings and chords and stuff. The next major part on the ukulele is the body, which is this main part right here. It's kind of shaped like a pear almost, but this is the main wooden part. And then finally, we have your tuning nods right here, your tuning keys. You use these to tune the different strings that are on here. We won't really mess with them during class because they should be tuned. I tuned them all before class started, so we won't really worry about those right now. But just for your reference, these are the tuning keys. All right, but the main things you need to know really are just the neck, the frets, each of these here, and the body. All right, and there's a handout that I'll be passing out to everybody that has a picture of the ukulele that explains each part of it. But for today, those are the main parts that I just want us to learn and remember for now. All right. All right. So how to hold the ukulele. So what you're going to want to do is hold it vertically in front of you. Hold it in your left hand. Hold it out like this. And then flip it horizontally. All right. So that it's kind of like this. You're still holding in your left hand. You're just turning your hand to the side. All right. Then you're going to bring it in and put it down and let your right hand come up and cradle it kind of like this. All right. So it should feel really natural. It shouldn't feel awkward anything. So one more time, you're going to hold it out. You're grabbing it by the neck. All right. This is the main part. You're going to turn it counterclockwise. All right. So this way, so that it's now horizontal. And then bring it in close, up to you. Bring it down, kind of toward like by your stomach, and then lift your right hand up so that you're holding the main body. Your right hand is holding the main body, and your left hand is on the neck. All right. So now we're gonna explain the notes of the strings. Okay. The string closest to you, closest to the top, which is this one right here, is the G string. All right. So if everyone can pluck that, it sounds like that. Okay. The next string is the C string, which is the next one from the top. It has a little bit of a lower sound if you can hear it compared to the G. It's the C. All right. So if everyone can go from G, C, a few times, just follow me, okay? 1, 2, ready, go. And say the notes, the names of the strings. So G, C, G, C, G, C, G, C. Okay, that's good. Everybody stop. All right, the third string from the top is the E string. Okay, so everybody play the third string from the top. Pluck that one. Okay, that's E. So now let's start from the C string. Go to the G string, sorry. Start from the G string, pluck the C string, then pluck the E string. Let's say the names of those strings as we pluck them, all right? So G, C, E, G, C, E, G, C, E, G, C, E, G, C, E. Okay, good. All right, now the next note, the next string, the last one, the string that's furthest away from you is the A string, all right? And that's this one right here. That one has the highest sound. Okay, that's A. So we're going to try one more time, starting from the top string, which is which string? It's G, okay? So we're going to say G, C, E, A, and pluck the notes as we say them, all right? So ready? 1, 2, ready, go. G, C, E, A, G, Awesome. So those are the names of the notes, and a good little device that you can remember to kind of remember the names of the strings are good cats eat apples. All right, so that's one, or good cooks eat a lot. So that's another one. Those are kind of little mnemonics that you can keep in the back of your mind to remember the order of the strings. I know I always kind of forget sometimes, so those little phrases can kind of help. So good cats eat apples, G-C-E-A. And it's starting from the string that's closest to you, all right? G-C-E-A, all right, so don't forget that. All right, so the next thing that we want to do is explain the numbers of your fingers. So your fingers have numbers. Some of you who may be piano players may be familiar with this, but actually the numbers of your fingers are different from piano fingerings, if that makes sense. So your thumb is your thumb. It doesn't really get a number. So just remember your thumb is your thumb. That's pretty easy. Finger number 1 is your pointer finger. Okay? So if I say finger 1, you're going to pull up your first finger. All right? Finger number 2 is your middle finger. We won't put that up separate, alone. But just know the finger number 2 is your middle finger. Okay? Finger number 3 is this little ring finger here. That's a little hard to put up on its own. So finger number 1, 2, 3, and you can guess what your pinky is, 4. So this is finger 1, finger 2, finger 3, finger 4. Okay? So if I call out a number, I want you to put up that finger. Okay? So finger number 4, pinky. Finger number 1 is pointer. Finger number 3, ring finger. For the middle finger, let's just hold up your hand and wiggle it. All right. Let's do that for all of them that I call out. All right. So hold up your hands, and you're gonna wiggle the finger that I call out. Okay. So finger number 1. Okay. Everyone should be wiggling their pointer finger, right? Finger 2. Finger 2 is your middle finger. Okay. Thumb. Thumb should be easy. Okay. And 4. Okay, good. So thumb, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So it might get confusing because you have 5 fingers, right? But we're only going up to 4. So thumb, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. All right. So, and this will be helpful for when I'm explaining the chords, the fingerings of the chords, which we're going to do next, actually. So you're going to use your left hand because that's the hand with the neck and with the frets, and that's going to make the notes, make the sound of the chords. So for I'm Yours, it's a 4-chord song, and I'm going to explain a little more about these 4 chords later and the different songs you can play with them. But we're just going to be learning I'm Yours for now, okay? So the first chord that we're going to learn is the C chord. So we're going to take finger number 3, which is which one? Which one is not finger number 3? Hold up your hands, and wiggle 3. Okay, so it should be your ring finger. All right. So we're going to place on the string that's furthest from us, the A string. We're going to place our 3rd finger, our ring finger, on the 3rd fret. So if we count here from the top, this is fret number 1, fret number 2, fret number 3. So on this fret right here, we're going to put our finger number 3, or our ring finger, on the string that's furthest away from us. So it should look just like this. Okay, you can see that. So it is on the A, again, it is on the A string, the 3rd fret down from the top, right here. And it's just your 3rd finger, which is your ring finger. All right, so if everyone can strum that 4 times. 1, 2, ready, go. Okay. Should be a nice, happy C major chord. So that's our first chord, C major. That's going to be our home base. We'll always kind of come back to this one, okay? So just 1 finger, that's all you need. All right, G major is going to be a little bit tricky. That's the next chord. in the progression. So we're going to be using 3 fingers for this one. All right, so the first one, it's kind of going to be in the shape of a triangle. So just to kind of visualize yourself, to get a little visual, let's take our finger number 1, which is which one? Our pointer finger, okay? Finger number 1 is going to go on the 2nd fret on the string furthest away from you, which is, what's the string furthest away from you? What note is, is the name of that string? Should be A, okay? So who can somebody demonstrate for me if they got it? I said you're going to use your first finger, 2nd fret, last string. Okay, should be like this. So your first finger is going to go right there, okay? All right, then you're going to use your 2nd finger, which is your middle finger, and you're going to put it on the same fret, fret number 2, so it's going to be the same bar here, 2 strings over from the A. So that's going to be the C string that we're going to place it on. All right, so that should go here. So 2nd string from the top, our middle finger, or finger number 2, is going to go on the 2nd string from the top, the 2nd fret. Okay, so finger number 1 and 2, your pointer finger and your middle finger, should be on the same fret, but on different strings. Okay, so, and then the last finger that we need to add is the 3rd finger, which is your ring finger. All right, and that's going to go on the 3rd fret this time, and it's going to go in the string that's in between the 2 that your other fingers are on. All right, so it's going to go on the E string. So it's the 2nd string from the furthest away from you, or the 3rd string from the top. So that is this one right here. Okay, so it's the 3rd fret, or third from the top, 2nd from the bottom, E string. You're going to place it on there at the same time that your first 2 fingers are on the other one. Okay, so if you kind of look at it a little bit, it's kind of hard to tell from the video, but if you look at it on your own, it's kind of in the shape of a triangle, if you can kind of see, because you have 2 of your fingers on the same fret and then one of them right below in the middle. So that's how you should kind of remember it. That's how you can remember it and think about it, is that it's like the triangle one, the triangle chord. And this is the G chord, all right? So one more time for review. First finger, 2nd fret, last string, 2nd finger, 2nd fret also on the 2nd string, okay, which is C. And then finally your 3rd finger, your ring finger, is going to be on the 3rd fret on the E string, okay? So that's right in between the 2 strings that your other fingers are on, below them, all right? So, and it should look like a triangle almost. It should feel like a triangle, okay? So let's play that. Let's strum it a few times. Ready? 1, 2, ready, go. Okay, make sure everybody's got it. So you hear that sound of the G chord, that's G major. Okay, everybody stop. Okay, so now I kind of want to practice going in between C major and G major, just kind of transitioning in between the 2 of them. Okay, so who can remember how to play C major? Okay, so it should be the 3rd fret, last string, which is what string? It should be A, okay? So like this, and you're using your 3rd finger, and that's what chord? It should be C, okay? So let's strum that a few times. Okay, that's the C chord. All right, and we're going to switch from that to the G chord. So this might be a little tricky for some people, but remember, first 2 fingers, fingers 1 and 2, are in the same fret. So you lift up the C fingering, put down fingers 1 and 2, like that. So it's going from here to here, and then adding this one. So you're really just moving the C, your C chord here, C fingering, over 1, and then placing your first 2 fingers on both sides, the strings from both sides from the middle. right here. So here's the C chord. Move it over 1, place 1 and 2 above it, and that's G, okay? So we're gonna try switching between C and G, all right? We'll go a little bit slower so that we can kind of get used to this, all right? So we're gonna go 1, 2, ready, go. G, C, G, 2, C, 2, G, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And we'll just keep doing that for a few more minutes, okay? Till everybody has it. And for the people who are really picking this up quick, it would be great if you could help the person next to you or people around you if you can tell that they're not really getting it, or they're struggling a little bit and you notice it, to help them out, to reach out and help them also, so that we are helping each other and we're all getting it quickly, okay? So let's just help each other out and do that. All right, the next chord we're going to want to learn is the A minor chord. And this chord is super easy because it also involves only one finger. This is going to be on the 2nd fret, the top string, which is which string? It's G, okay? And you're using your first finger, your pointer finger. Or excuse me, you want to use your 2nd finger, which is your middle finger, all right? So 2nd finger, middle finger, 2nd fret, 1st string, which should be right here. So when you're holding it like this, it's this top one right here. It's the string that's closest to you, and that's the G string. So you're going to want to hold it just like that. That's all you need. That's A minor chord, all right? So let's strum this A minor chord a few times. Ready, 1, 2, ready, go. Okay, perfect. So that's the A minor chord. All right. The next chord that we're gonna want to learn is super easy because it's the same fingering as A minor, but you're adding one finger, and that's gonna be your first finger, which is your pointer finger. So keep your A minor fingering, and then you're adding your first finger, the 1st fret, 3rd string. So 3rd string from the top. All right, which is right here. Okay, so 2 fingers should be down. Finger number 1 is 1st fret, 3rd string, which is E string, on the E string. 2nd finger, middle finger, is the 2nd fret, 1st string, which is the G string. All right, so that's F major chord. So let's just try switching from A minor to F. And it should be super easy because all you're doing is lifting up your pointer finger. All right? So let's try a few strums of that. Ready? 1, 2, ready, go. Okay. We'll try practicing that a few times. Okay, and those are the 4 chords that we're learning. So that's all. Those are the only chords that we need for this song. So right now I want to try just the transitioning between notes, all right? So we're going to try, we already did going from C to G, all right? Now I want to try adding the A minor chord. So you're going to go from C to G to A, and then do it again, C to G to A, and say the names of the chords as you're strumming them, all right? So C, G, A, 3, 4, and join them when you can. C, G, A, 3, 4, C, G, A, 4. All right. So we'll do a few more rounds of that. Okay, and like I said, help the person next to you if they're struggling, or if you need help yourself, feel free to ask. Don't feel like you can't, or people will judge you, because that's far from true. Either I will help you or the person next to you if you don't feel like raising your hand in front of everybody. So just ask for help if you need it, all right? So that was the transition between C, G, A. And then we just want to add the last chord, which is F. All you do is put down your first finger on the 1st fret, 3rd string. So let's try going from C to G, A, F. Okay, so the hardest transition I feel like is C to G. But like I said, if you just think of it like you're having your C chord, you move it over 1, and then add the 2 other fingers, then you have the G. So it should all be pretty smooth transitioning, okay? So now let's try playing all 4 chords continuously, and we'll just keep repeating it until till we all get it, okay? So we'll do, let's see, 2 beats per chord, okay? So 1, 2, ready, go. C, G, A, F, and then repeat it. C, 2, G, 2, A, 2, F, 2, C, 2, G, 2, A, 2, F, 2. So you should be able to start hearing kind of the song a little bit, kind of. But those are really the 4 chords that we need, all we need. All right. So, so how many of you have actually heard of the song "I'm Yours"? If you can just raise your hand. Okay, it's a pretty, I would say, pretty famous song that came out a few years ago. Those are the 4 chords to that song. All right, and if you haven't heard it, I know some of you didn't put your hand up. We're gonna listen to it right now. We're gonna watch the music video for a few minutes. All right, and then we're gonna try playing it ourselves. Okay, so let's play the video right now. Okay, so now that you all kind of have a taste of that song, for those of you who haven't heard it, as I said earlier, the song only has 4 chords, or at least the way that we're playing it on the ukulele. It only has 4 chords, and actually these 4 chords can be used for many, many other songs. There's a whole list of them, and if we have time at the end of class, I'm going to show a video that kind of goes through a ton of different songs that you can use with these 4 chords, okay? But for now, we're just going to stick with our song, all right? But this is just for back of your mind. Just keep this in the back of your head, that these 4 chords you can use for many other songs, okay? All right, so let's try to, now that we've had a little break, hopefully our fingers and everything are okay, we're doing all right. Let's try to stretch out for a few minutes, just kind of get ourselves, I don't know, just shake it off, get comfortable again, because it can be kind of tense. And anytime you get tired, just stop playing, put the ukulele down, shake out your hands a little bit, all right? Okay, so we're going to try playing through the chords one last time, okay? And I'll see how people are doing, all right? And we'll move on from there. So let's go from C, G, A to F. Does anyone have any questions? Okay, so we're going to just go through from C, G, A, F. And we're going to do the same thing, 2 counts per chord, okay? So ready, 1, 2, ready, go. Okay, fantastic. All right, so it seems like, or it sounds like, a lot of people are getting it. Most people are getting it. All right, so now I'm going to teach you guys the strumming pattern. There are many, many, many different strumming patterns you can use on the ukulele. For this song, I'm going to teach you a more common one that can be used with a lot of different songs as well. And basically, it's down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, up. Join me when you can, okay? Down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, up, okay? So you can kind of feel the beat a little bit, all right? So the down, down, up, down, up is kind of just a way to help you remember how it goes, all right? But the rhythm of it, or the groove, or the feel, or however you want to call it, it's kind of just natural, all right? So you kind of feel So with open strings, let's everybody try that one last time. Don't put any fingers down. Just kind of hold it from the top a little bit. All right. And we're going to go. Join it when you can. Down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, up, down. Okay. All right, so now that most people got that, let's try to put it together. Okay, so this might be really fast for some people and maybe too much, and that's okay. If you're only getting the chords and you really understand the chords and you're good with that, just play the chords with us, okay? You can just do a few strums for each instead of doing the actual strumming pattern, okay? For those of you who are really only getting the strumming pattern and are not really grasping all the chords quite quickly yet, that's okay too. That's totally fine. Just do the strumming with us at least and try to get as many chords as you can get in there. I know the transitioning may be tough, and I know it's the first day and you all have been doing so great, but try your best. Try to follow along as best you can. Like I said, you don't have to do both of them all at once. If you just want to do strumming first, that's fine. If you just want to do the chords first, that's totally fine as well. For those brave ones who want to try putting it all together, that's great. You'll do it with me. We're just gonna I'm gonna play the strumming and the chords at the same time, all right? And like I said, just follow along as best you can. We're just gonna go through that before we try adding the words, because I know many of you know this song, so we're gonna try it, okay? So ready? Just follow my lead. Ready? 1, 2, go. Okay, so we'll keep kind of going through that, playing through those chords, and now let's try to add some lyrics to it. All right, so let's just start from the chorus. All right, so that should go, well, I won't hesitate, no. Okay, so if you know the words, sing along with me. Try to play the chords as best you can. Like I said, if you're not getting all the parts, that's totally okay. If you just want to sing for today, that's cool too. Just get as much as you can. Try to join in as much as you can. We're just going to sing through the chorus for right now, all right? So let's all do it together. Ready? Well, I won't hesitate no more, no more. It cannot wait. I'm yours. There's no need to complicate. Our time is short. This is our fate. I'm yours. Okay, all right, so that's that, all right? So that's basically the chords for I'm Yours. You can start from the very beginning of the song and use those 4 chords throughout the entire song, all right? So practice those at home, and we'll try to jam out again next class, okay? So great job, everyone, today. I hope you learned a lot. Like I said, if you have any questions, ask your neighbors, ask someone who does know, or come up and ask me, okay? Have a great day, everybody. Thank you.